everybody, and welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about the money secrets of the Amish. What for secrets do the Amish hold in having money, saving money, and using money wisely? I've had this book for quite a few years, and I've always wanted to do a little bit of a book review and talk to you a little bit about money saving skills of the Amish. So what are the money saving secrets? Well, I think really it's not a secret at all. It's just using your money wisely. We're going to talk a little bit about the Amish, and we're going to talk a little bit about people of very conservative faith and how they deal with money. But in general, the Amish and the secrets of the Amish. This book goes into detail, and it's really quite interesting. Those who don't know anything about the Amish, who are familiar with the conservative lifestyle, won't find anything exciting in this book. It's common sense, really. But people who are on the outside looking in and know nothing about the Amish faith, know nothing about their way of looking at things, will find it interesting. I'm not just going to sit here and talk to you about this book. I'm actually going to show you demonstrations of the book for practical reasons about saving money. The Amish do not have credit card debt. In fact, the Amish do not have credit cards. Now, when I'm referring to Amish, I'm referring to my experience with the Amish. I do not know about the Amish in other counties and states and other countries, but I'm going to be talking about what I know about the Amish. Now, we all know we can't stereotype everyone. We can't say that because most Amish do this, they all are that way. I'm just sharing with you my point of view on the Amish and money, and you guys out there can base your own opinion. So, in general, from what I experienced, Amish do not have credit card debt. Now, Amish do have a debt, and they have one debt, and that is when they buy a farm. Amish will buy a farm, and they will go in debt for that farm, and that debt rolls on from generation to generation to generation. That part of Amish living is quite, I would say, a little bit scary, because when you buy a large farm and you're deep in debt and you pass that debt on to the generations to come, I don't know if that's such a good idea. But in general, Amish do not have credit card debt. Amish like to get things as cheap as they possibly can. In other words, they don't like paying retail for anything. Amish people love the discount grocery store. Oh yeah, they do. They love the discount grocery store because they like getting things really frugal. Amish people will be found at our local sharp shoppers. Now, it is true that the Amish, they do grow their own food. Most Amish grow enough of food to sustain them. But they do like that shopping trip once a week, some once a month. They will rent a van, a driver that will drive them all kinds of places. Large groups of women and children will board on these vans, and they will go away for the whole day. They do this about, I'd say, once a month. And in the wintertime, they may do it a little more. But in the summertime, in the springtime, when they're busy on their own homesteads, they don't go away quite as often. And when they buy something, they pay cash. That's right, they pay cash for just about everything. In fact, I don't even know if they use check anymore. Cash is something that they use. What about the Amish? What else? Well, they use it up, they wear it out, they make do, and they do without. They rethinked gift giving. The Amish do not celebrate Christmas like we would, but they do make homemade gifts, and they give it to their loved ones. They repurpose, recycle, and they reuse everything. So we're going to go a little bit into detail of the book. In the book, it talks about delayed gratification. In other words, we live in a society where if we see something, we want it now. And the Amish don't see things that way. They will save up their money for it. They rethink the gifts. The gifts are homemade, and so the Amish women will make things and sew things. Now, the Amish are like good, high-quality items. So the Amish will make their own items for a top quality. But when they go and buy something, they really don't want to spend a lot of money on it. but they will make their own furniture, and they do sew all their own clothing. And the clothing is really good quality. The Amish will spend money on certain items if it's something that will last them a long time. But generally, they make their own items. Spies debt. They do not like debt at all. They like to buy things secondhand. Now, you will see the Amish buying certain items secondhand. You will see them at the thrift store. They're always looking for sewing supplies. They're always looking for threads and needles and bobbins and things like that. That's kind of stuff that they will buy secondhand. But as you know, Amish things, like their clothing, you don't see at thrift stores. And that's the reason for that, because you don't see Amish things at thrift stores because they use it up and they hand it down. So the mama will give it to her teenage daughter, and then the teenage daughter will give it down to a preteen, and they wear things out, people. They wear it out. Amish will buy things in bulk. They love buying things in bulk. So an Amish will buy food in bulk if it's something they can't grow or something they can't raise. Amish are your homesteaders of the 1800s, and so it's not like your new homesteaders. Amish wouldn't go out and buy certain things. They would save up their money for it. In March and April, they have what you call mud sales, and the Amish love these mud sales. And why is it called a mud sale? Because it's very muddy. So it's very muddy, and they will go, it's outside, and they will buy things there. Amish have farm sales, farm equipment sales, they will have household sales, and the Amish always really support one another in that way. But what else do the Amish do? As you all know, the Amish are off-grid. Now, they do really like solar, and you're starting to see a lot of solar that the Amish are having, but generators is something they used a lot of propane. But the women hung all their clothing outside. There was always the saying that you knew of a good homemaker, because she always had her clothing out first thing in the morning. Amish women do not buy the supplies that most women do. Of course, there's no makeup, and they limit everything. Back in the day, the Amish only took baths. Back in the day, the Amish only bathed once a week. Now, I don't know how they are now, but that's how it was when I was a little girl. And even then, they saved the water. So the smallest child got their bath first, and it went way up in age. That's how it was for the Amish. You see, water isn't easy to bring in the house. Now, a lot of people have gravity-fed wells, and so that makes it nice. Not a whole bunch of people fetch water anymore, but hot water is something that's hard to come by. Of course, they had to heat their own water. Another thing about Amish are they pay their bills on time. They are very, very good at paying their bills on time. They don't have health insurance. The church provides the health insurance, and they all put the money in together. They take care of their own. They also take care of their widows. And if there's any kind of fire or any kind of devastation, they will come and they will rebuild. They always make sure their own community is taken care of. There's a great pride in the Amish in taking care of each other. Since we're talking a little bit about the Amish, I want to thank all of you for praying for Linda Stolzfus. She was kidnapped and murdered by a stranger, and they found her body, and so she is already buried. So I really want to thank you guys for praying for her, because here it just rocked our community to a core, because it's something unheard of. And it just reminds us the society we're living in, and the Amish are not excluded from that. They are a peaceful people. They are a loving people. They are a forgiving people. But sadly, the rest of the world isn't. So in conclusion of this video, what is the secrets of the Amish? What are the money secrets? Well, that's really easy. It's living an extreme frugal lifestyle. It's not getting what you want all the time. It's saving up for things that are important in your life, paying off your debt, paying your bills on time, and living a simple lifestyle. It is nothing magical. It is nothing secret whatsoever. It's what our ancestors have been doing for hundreds of years. Save your money. Don't spend it. If it's something you need, save for it. Buy good quality items when you can. Save up money for good items. Save money where you can. Go to local discount grocery stores. If you can't grow it, buy it cheaper. Find alternative ways where you can save your money. Don't have all of that extra entertainment. Amish don't have entertainment. They make their own entertainment. They work hard, and let me tell you one thing, by the end of the day, they're ready for bed. They don't need no entertainment. Take pride in what you have, a good pride. Take care of what you own. Take care of the clothing that you have. Take care of all your items, and they will last you a lot longer. The secrets of the Amish aren't secrets whatsoever. They're things that you can do today, and most of you do that. And so, as the years go by, I'm often very nervous and afraid for the Amish because our world is speeding up faster and faster and faster. The Amish are starting to migrate into Ontario, Canada. They're starting to migrate into other countries, Ecuador. A lot of Amish are going into Ecuador because simply the United States, it's just not for them anymore. And so they're going out to other countries. Switzerland, a lot of the Amish are moving back to Switzerland. And so we want the Amish here because the Amish teaches us so much. We need to be taught by them because as the world spins faster and faster, the world is starting to become very unbalanced. We need the balance of the Amish. So there you go, everyone, is the money secrets of the Amish, and they're not secrets at all. It's just living under your means and enjoying the little things in life. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.